Cause when I was down out of so had sent me like Mr. This gone. Not gonna lie, to get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's top notch. I got that taken to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck.
Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run him here with Hunt. Into the secondary again. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. And in on a 6-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play here for the Bills. 41 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a first down forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none. They don't want none of this. Oh, got him!
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Ivory. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The top short, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Ace! Ace!
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They run with Hunt. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Ivory. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
To the air, Allen. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they've got it here with a 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it with McCoy. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Anthony Hitchens coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun.
Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll pitch it out to McCoy. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Allen. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally, you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now 13-7. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one is no good. He missed it. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wild Check-In with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wild Card game. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. Ivory again. Room here to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now they'll throw with Allen. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. A give to McCoy. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And here's Allen to throw on 2nd down. He gets it to Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On play action, Allen. And his pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is going to be the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run again with Hunt. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae. Score! It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Trying to lay one up deep. First down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A toss play to Hunt. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now goes screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey. You got three. Three down.
Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
We got three, fellas. We got three. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with McCoy. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Allen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Hunt. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes throwing for his running back. He's got him complete. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Jerry Hughes in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of down. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
You got him. You got him.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
3 down. Check 26, check 26.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Allen. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They give it to Ivory. And some space here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19!
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They go down to a knee, and that